Hello friends, I am Amir Nizami and today we are going to study some basic formula for the trigonometry. So let's start. So we will have the trigonometry and we don't have to worry about the formula. We will use only two formula we will remember and then we will derive all the formula from here. So the first one we will say that cos of a plus b, that's equals to cos a into cos b minus sin A into sin B. Means cos A plus B, this is the angle A and this is the angle B, that is equals to cos of A, we can write it in that bracket also, cos B minus sin of A into sin of B. Okay, and another one we know cos of A minus B, that is equals to cos of A into cos of B minus sin, that is equals to plus, if it is minus here then it would be plus here, then plus sin of A into sin of B. So we will say it is first set, it is first set formula, that of cos A plus B and cos of A minus B. If it is plus here then we will have minus sign here, and if it is minus here cos of A minus B, then there would be plus sign here. You will remember in this manner. And the second thing we have to notice here, that in cos of theta, means cos of A plus B, both the cos would be simultaneous and both sin would be together, means cos cos and sin will be multiplied. Okay, now we will see for sin theta, sin of A plus B. Sin of A plus B, that is equals to sin A into cos of B plus cos of A into sin of B, that is multiplied. Now another set, that is sin of A minus B, that equals to sin of A cos of B minus cos of A into sin of B. This is the second set. In the whole trigonometry, we have to remember only these two formula, two set formula, nothing else. The whole formula would be derived from here only, whether it's cos 2 theta, cos 3 theta, sin 2 theta, sin 3 theta, tan 2 theta, tan 3 theta, any formula we can derive from here only. So this is the only two sets we require, this and this, two sets formula we have to remember. So we know that cos of A plus B and cos of A minus B here. If it is plus, then here it is minus, and if it is cos, then we will remember that both side cos and sin will come simultaneous. But if in sin term, we will see here sin, then here sin cos and cos sin. No sin sin or no cos cos, but sin cos, that is the coupling of sin cos. Same here cos sin. Okay. And if it is plus, then it is plus here, minus, then it is minus here. Okay. So we have to just remember these two formula. If you remember these two formula, then ahead it would be very easy for us to identify any other formula. Okay, so first of all we will just have the simplest form. Let us write cos 2 theta. What is the formula for cos 2 theta? Okay, so we can break this 2 theta in this manner. Cos of theta plus theta, means theta plus theta is 2 theta. Okay, so we will write this theta as A and this theta as B. So we can split this formula, cos theta plus theta, cos A, cos B means cos A, we will write it first formula cos A into cos B minus sin of A into sin of B. Okay. Again, now A is also theta and B is also theta. Then we will write it cos of theta into cos of theta minus sin of theta into sin of B is also theta, then sin. Cos theta into cos theta, we know that that is cos of square theta minus sin theta into sin theta, that is sin of square theta. Okay. So what we came to know here, that cos of 2 theta is nothing but equals to cos of square theta minus sin of square theta. One formula we get from here, that is cos 2 theta is equals to cos of square theta minus sin of square theta. But it is not enough. Even cos 2 theta can be written in more than one form, means only in terms of cos square theta we want sometimes, or only in terms of sin square theta we want. So from basics or from 9th class we know that trigonometric identity everyone has studied, cos square theta plus sin square theta is equals to 1. You remember that cos square theta plus sin square theta, that is equals to 1. So if we want only cos square theta, then what we can write, cos square theta equals to 1 minus sin square theta. This was the identity we have remembered, and it is the one identity. And the second one, what if we want in terms of sin square theta, then what would happen? Then equals sin square theta would be equals to 1 minus cos of square theta. Okay. Now what we can write, cos 2 theta is equals to, we will use this identity. Let's use this one A and let's say it B. So first we will use first A. So if we replace cos square theta in terms of sin square theta, what we will get? 1 minus sin square theta minus sin of square theta. That would be equals to 1 minus sin square theta minus sin square theta. That would be equals to 2 times sin of square theta. So another formula for cos 2 theta we get, that is cos 2 theta equals to 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Okay. So cos 2 theta equals to 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Now another identity we will use now, cos of 2 theta, that is equals to, now we will use this sin square theta here. So sin square theta would be replaced here. We will just put here sin square theta value, then it would be cos square theta minus, sorry, 1 minus cos of square theta. We are replacing sin square theta with this 1 minus cos square theta. Then it would be equals to cos of square theta minus 1 minus minus, that would be plus cos of square theta. Okay. Then it would be equals to cos square theta cos square theta. Then it would be 2 cos square theta minus 1. That would be equals to cos of 2 theta. So we get 3 formula from here, and that's the same, one and only cos 2 theta. Okay, we use all 3 cos 2 theta formula as required. Sometimes we use this cos square theta minus sin square theta. Sometimes if we require only in sense of sin theta, then we will just go for this. Sorry, only we want this 1 minus 2 sin square theta. If in terms of cos square theta only, so then we cos 2 theta, right, 2 is cos square theta minus 1. So now again, just we will recap. cos 2 theta, that is equals to cos square theta minus sine of square theta. Okay. Another 1 minus 2 sine square theta. And the third one was 2 cos square theta minus 1. These are the three identity which we have studied for this cos 2 theta. Okay. So this was the first example. Okay. Now we will go for second one. So second one is sine 2 theta. Now what we can write sine 2 theta as sine of theta plus theta. Then we can write again, if it is this theta is A and this theta is B, suppose. So sine of A plus B, we know sine A into cos B plus cos A into sine B. Now we will write it again. A is theta, so sine theta into cos of theta plus cos of theta into sine of theta. So we know that these two are multiplied, sine theta cos theta and cos theta sine theta. It is nothing but the same. Either we write first sine theta then cos theta, that is the same. So we can write it as 2 times sine of theta into cos of theta. So our formula is generated here as sine 2 theta is equals to 2 sine theta into cos 2 theta. Cos theta, sorry. Sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta into cos theta. So it is the second formula we get from here. So two formulas, cos theta, cos 2 theta and sine 2 theta we get. Okay. Suppose if you want tan of 2 theta, that what is tan of 2 theta? Then we can easily find it, tan 2 theta, tan of theta plus theta, or otherwise we can have sine 2 theta upon cos 2 theta, sine of 2 theta upon cos of 2 theta. Okay. So we can break this also in this fashion, or we can have another option that first we will generalize it. We will not go directly, but we will generalize the formula first. What is the formula? Let's say if we have the formula with us tan of A plus B. What is the tan of A plus B? We can write tan of A plus B, this is the nothing but angle theta. So tan theta is nothing but, from our basic identity what we know, sine of theta upon cos of theta means sine of A plus B upon cosine of A plus B. Okay. Now what is sine of A plus B? Sine of A plus B is sine A into cos B plus cos of A into sine of B divided by, what is cos of A plus B? We have written already this formula, cos A into cos B minus sine of A into sine of B. Okay. So what can we do here so that it becomes some identity? So if we see that if we divide this part and this part, top, and also this top and bottom with cos of A plus B, sorry, cos A cos B. Let me show it. Sine A cos B plus cos of A into sine of B. What we are doing? We are dividing this by cos of A into cos of B. Similarly, then again this thing cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B. We also have to divide this thing also with cos A into cos B. Okay, so both numerator and denominator we have divided it with cos A cos B. So if you will cancel it, it would become 1 and it will again become the same 1. So nothing we have extra added, but the same thing we have divided from cos A cos B and it would be equal to 1. So now let's start. We will just divide it. So it would be like this. We can write it sin A cos B upon cos A into cos B plus cos A into sin B divided by cos A into cos B upon, then we will write this one, cos A into cos B upon cos A into cos B minus sin of A into sin of B upon cos of A into cos of B. Let's see. Sin A upon cos A, and this cos B upon cos B will get cancelled. Okay, here let's see, this cos A upon cos A would get cancelled. Here cos A cos B and cos A cos B, then it would completely get cancelled. That would be equals to 1 here. And sin A upon cos A into sin B upon cos B, then here nothing would get cancelled. Means, let's see, we know that sin of theta upon cos theta. What we know? That is the tan of theta. So we can write here sin of A upon cos of A is tan of A. Okay. Now here sin of B upon cos of B. What we can write here? We can write in place of this as tan of B. Okay. Upon, it is 1 minus sin of A upon cos of A, tan of A, and sin of B upon cos of B, tan of B. So now in the next one we can write tan of A plus B is equals to tan of A, and further we have written it as tan B, then plus tan of B upon 1 minus, we can see here sin upon cos, that is sin A upon cos A is tan A into sin B upon cos B is tan B. So we can write here tan of A multiplied by tan of B. So we get also formula for tan of A plus B here. Okay, so nothing we have done new. We have just taken the identity of tan theta, that is sin theta upon cos theta. So we have gone from there. The tan of A plus B is nothing but sin A plus B upon cos A plus B in the last this slide. Okay, and then we have just break this one formula, expanded sin of A plus B, sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, and then cos of A plus B is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B, and then numerator and denominator both we have divided from cos A cos B here and here. We both divided, and just see that which one get cancelled and which is remaining. So we have just put that and we got this formula tan of A plus B, tan A plus tan B upon 1 minus tan A tan B. Okay, so now let's see, we will just see another formula, tan of 2 theta. If we have to derive the tan of 2 theta, what we can write? Tan of theta plus theta. Okay, tan of theta plus theta would be tan A. Let's see, it is A and it is B. So tan of A plus B, we know that identity tan of A plus tan of B upon 1 minus tan of A into tan of B. Then tan of A is also theta and tan of B is also theta. So tan of theta we can write again, let's write it, tan of theta plus tan of B is also theta upon 1 minus tan of theta into tan of theta. We can write 2 times tan of theta, because tan theta plus tan theta is 2 tan theta, upon 1 minus tan of square of theta. Okay, it is 1 minus tan of square theta. So we can write here the formula as tan 2 theta is equals to 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. Okay, so we get the another third example. Okay, these all we are deriving only from the same identity, cos A plus B and sin A plus B. Okay, nothing we are going extra. We have used only that and just we are going from there and we are getting these results. Nothing new. Okay. Now we will see another formula. If we are having, suppose, sine of 3 theta. How we can write this sine 3 theta? What is the formula here? So we can also break it. Sine of 2 theta plus theta. This would be becomes A, and let's see, this would become B. So we can break it. Sine of A plus B is sine A. So A is 2 theta sine A into cos B. Cos of B, B is theta, plus cos A means cos of 2 theta into sin B. Sin of B is theta. So we get sin 2 theta into cos theta plus cos 2 theta into sin theta. Let's see. Sin of 2 theta is nothing but 2 times sin theta into cos theta. It is sin 2 theta multiplied by cos theta, plus cos 2 theta is cos of square theta minus sin of square theta into sin theta. Okay, so we will write here 2 times sin theta into cos theta. Cos theta is nothing but cos of square theta, plus here cos square theta into sin theta minus sin of cube theta. Now what we can write here? Let's see, 2 sin theta cos square theta plus cos square theta sin theta minus sin cube theta, means 2 sin theta cos square theta, plus we can write here 1 times sin theta into cos square theta. We can say 3 times sin theta into cos square theta minus sin of cube theta. Okay, but we want each term, if you want each term in sine, only sine. So we know that this cos square theta we can break it in terms of sine, because we have already studied that cos square theta is nothing but 1 minus sin square theta. So we can break it as 3 sin theta into 1 minus cos square theta is 1 minus sin of square theta minus sin of cube theta. This would be equals to 3 sin theta minus 3 sin cube theta minus sin of cube theta. That would be equals to 3 times sin theta minus 4, 1 and 1. 1 here, 1 sin cube theta and 3 means 4 sin cube theta. So we can write again here as sin of 3 theta equals to what we have derived, 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta. 3 times sin of theta minus 4 sin of cube theta. Okay. So we got this also. Sin of 3 theta is 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta. This is our fourth formula. Okay. Now we will just go for cos of 3 theta. We can write also as cos 2 theta plus theta, where this 2 theta would be A and this theta would be B. Then we can write cos of A plus B as cos of A, or let's write first, sorry, let me directly use cos A, that is A is 2 theta, cos B, that is theta, minus sin A is 2 theta, into sin B, that is theta only. So cos 2 theta into cos theta minus sin 2 theta into sin theta. So we can write cos 2 theta as cos of square theta minus sin of square theta, okay, multiplied by cos theta minus sin 2 theta is nothing but 2 sin of theta into cos of theta, okay, multiplied by only sin theta. Then if we again expand it, what would be the formula? Cos theta. So we want, let's see what we want from here, what we wish to find out. Let's multiply, open it completely. Cos square theta into cos theta, that is cos of cube theta minus sin square theta into cos theta minus 2 sin square theta, because sin theta will get multiplied, so 2 sin square theta into cos theta. Let's write again cos cube theta minus sin square theta cos theta, that is nothing but coefficient is 1 and this is 2, so minus 3 times sin square theta into cos theta. If you want completely in terms of sin, cos, then we have to change this sin square theta in identity with cos square theta. So we know that nothing but cos of cube theta minus 3 times sin square theta, we can write 1 minus cos square theta into cos theta. Then we can also write it cos of cube theta minus 3 cos theta, then minus minus would be plus 3 cos square theta into cos theta would be cos of cube theta. Sin square theta is 1 minus cos square theta. Then what would be the let's see again, check here, cos 2 theta, cos A plus B, cos A cos B minus sin A sin B, okay. Now cos 2 theta we have read cos square theta minus sin square theta into cos theta minus Sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta into sin theta. Okay. Now cos means cos cube theta minus then cos square theta cos theta into sin square theta, means sin square theta into cos theta. Okay. Minus 2 sin square theta into cos theta. Okay. Then it is minus 3 sin square theta into cos theta. Cos cube theta minus 3 into 1 minus cos square theta into cos theta. Okay. Now cos theta means minus 3 cos theta minus plus 3 cos cube theta. So it would be equals to 1 cos cube theta here, coefficient 1, and here it is 3. Then we can write it 4 cos cube theta. This is minus 3 cos theta, that is minus 3 cos of theta. So what we got the formula here as cos of 3 theta is equals to 4 cos cube theta minus, let's see what we got, 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta minus 3 cos of theta. So we got cos 3 theta is equals to 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. So we have the fifth example of fifth identity we have proved. Okay. So in the similar fashion, tan 3 theta and any formula we can derive. Okay, tan 3 theta we will just break it in the same fashion. Tan of 2 theta plus, tan of 2 theta plus theta. Okay. So it would be tan A plus tan B, tan of A plus tan B upon 1 minus tan of 2 theta into tan theta. Okay. Again further we will just break this tan 2 theta as 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta plus tan theta whole upon 1 minus tan 2 theta is nothing but 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta into tan theta. Okay. Further we will just take the LCM here. So we will get 1 minus tan square theta, we will multiply here. So in the next, let us do in the next line, tan of 3 theta is equals to what we are getting, 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan of square theta, then plus tan theta plus tan of theta upon 1 minus 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan of square theta, then into tan theta, multiply into tan of theta. So now let's solve it. So we will take the LCM of it. So we will just LCM multiply here, 2 tan of theta plus tan theta and multiplied by 1 minus tan square theta divided by, this LCM would be 1 minus tan of square theta. Okay, whole upon, then this would be the LCM, it would get multiplied here, 1 minus tan square theta minus 2 tan theta into tan theta, means this would also get multiplied to 2 tan square theta. Okay, upon the LCM is there, 1 minus tan of square theta. So this LCM, this and this would get cancelled. We will remain with 2 tan theta plus 2 tan of theta plus tan theta into 1, that would be equals to tan of theta, minus tan of theta into tan square theta, that is tan of cube theta, divided by 1 minus tan square theta minus 2 tan square theta. So one coefficient is here, so total 1 minus 3 tan of square theta. What we can write, 2 tan theta plus tan theta is 3 times tan theta minus tan of cube theta upon 1 minus 3 tan square theta. So tan 3 theta, we got 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta upon 1 minus 3 tan square theta. Okay, so we will write again this formula as tan of 3 theta is equals to what we got, 3 tan theta, 3 tan theta, then minus tan cube theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta. So we got this identity. So these are the basics, you can say 6 identity or examples. And if we remember these identities, once we derived from the sine and cos, and then we have the practice and we will get these in the tips. We will remember these things by practice only. Okay. Once we practice these basics, we can solve any problem for the trigonometric basic manipulation. Okay. The another problem what the students face is the cos and sine theta, we can say the graph of that. Sine of theta, what's the maximum value and minimum value? So we know that this minus 1 to plus 1. Similarly, cos of theta is also having its change from minus 1 to plus 1. Okay. Its minimum is minus 1, maximum is plus 1. So we can say that any theta, any angle, means any real number which we will provide to sine and cos, we will get the values between minus 1 and plus 1. So we can say that it is bounded. This sine theta and cos theta is bounded, which is bounded between minus 1 to plus 1. So the range of this sine theta and cos theta lies between minus 1 to plus 1. Okay. So if you want to plot, suppose sine of theta curve, so how we can plot it? If you have to plot the sine of theta curve, then you will plot it in this fashion. Here, let's see, sorry, it's 0. Here it's pi by 2. Sorry. Here it's pi by 2. And the value here at pi by 2 is, the value at the pi by 2 we can say it's 1. So it is bounded between plus 1 and minus 1. It will touch it here. Yeah. Okay. So at pi it would be 0. Then 3 pi by 2 it would be minus 1. And again at 2 pi it would be 1. And similarly again it would just go wrong, and in the same fashion it would repeat further. Means it will touch here, again touch it, then go right like this. Okay. So it is a periodic term whose period is 2 pi. Means it will repeat after every 2 pi. We can say that this is the periodicity of this. 2 pi. Okay, so it was starting from 0 and then it became 2 pi. Again, it's starting and just. So it will repeat after every 2 pi interval. So we say that the periodicity of this sine theta is 2 pi. Similar fashion, the cos of theta is also the same. Cos of theta starts from at cos 0, means here if it is 0, then sine theta 0 is 0. Okay, but we know that cos of 0, if you provide the value 0, then cos of theta will be 1. Maximum and minimum we will mark it first. It is -1, it is +1. So cos theta maximum and minimum value we have just given, and at cos 0, suppose we have real number is 0, then we will get 1 here, cos of 2 theta. It will start from here. Okay, so it will go like this. So it's 0, pi by 2. So at cos 90 means cos pi by 2 it is 0. So we can see at the real line 0. Then at cos pi it is -1. Then at cos 3 pi by 2 we will get 0. Okay. Then again at cos 2 pi it would be 1. So cos 0 1, cos 2 pi 1. Okay. So again it's repeating from here, as we can say that its periodicity is also 2 pi. Okay. But if you talk about tan of theta, we know that tan of theta is tan 0 and suppose pi by 2. So tan pi by 2 we know. What is the value of tan pi by 2? Tan pi by 2 tends to infinity. Tan 0 is 0. Okay. So we can say that it is an unbounded, means its value is not known. So the graph would be like this. In the y function, if you have the y equals to tan of theta, and this is the theta range, that is theta. So then we will have, it will tends towards the infinity. Okay, we can't touch the infinity, but it would tends towards infinity, because tan of 90 or tan of pi by 2 is infinite value. Okay, so it is an unbounded. But cos theta sin theta was bounded between -1 and +1. Okay, but this is unbounded because its value is just tending towards or approaching towards the infinity. So tan of theta is unbounded, and its periodicity we can say it will repeat after every pi interval. Okay, so the basics we have covered. So now you can, I think it would be sufficient for you for having the basic trigonometric ideas. So you can further just go with the some standard books and follow the further queries. Okay, thank you.